morning, everyone. How's everybody doing today? This is Ava, including Sydney and Lilybell, and Jonah's outside. This is Stitching in the Interlake, and we're all here to welcome you. And Sydney is bouncing around like crazy. He's just absolutely bouncing around. Oh my gosh, it's just been never ending this morning. Speaking of this morning, what time was I up this morning? 4:30. Yet again. Anyway, welcome to any of my new subscribers. I'm up to 452. Yes! And we all know what that color is in DMC, right? It's that kind of mauvey, purple, gray, and we've all used it in our stitching. So I should do that where I just show the color when the color comes up. Oh, yes, small things for small minds, right? Anyway, I am working here, or I'm continuing to work here on Halloween Sampler. I'm working here on the pumpkins. I didn't do much yesterday because my head was just exploding. But I did work a little bit after church. But Father Paul came here after church and had lunch with me. Well, I didn't have lunch because I was feeling so bad. My headache, my migraine was so bad. And so, yeah, the house was a disaster. Dishes hadn't been done in like 3 days. But I told him, I said, I'm sorry, but I've been sick. I can't do anything, and that's it. And he was okay. So, but it was an afternoon, well, an hour or so, filled with good conversation. So, yeah. So anyways, okay, I'm going to keep working on here. And, oh yes, here, I found the beads this morning. So I have these, see these orange and black beads? And I was thinking of putting them all here where this blue is, all the way around. And if I don't have enough, like I'm going to do the outside, I think I have enough because there's a lot in here. But if not, then I'll do the rest in the black. So I got the black beads. I think it'll look good. And then, of course, I'm putting black beads, where is it here, on the cat eyes. I'm doing here on the owl's eyes. I don't know if it's here. No, not on the ghosts. And not on the pumpkins. I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, I might put some beads here. But we'll see. We'll see. That's a choice that I'm making. You don't have to do that at all. You can do what you like. I just like to add some bling to it. And, a little bit of shininess and where it reflects and that. So today it was -7. It's chilly. And it's made even chillier because I don't have the back room there finished with the insulation. So, yeah. So we'll see what happens. And of course today this migraine has returned, and I'm not happy with it at all. Like, it's just dragging me down so much. So much. So, I continued watching The Sinner yesterday, season 2. I don't know what episode I'm on. I think there's 8. I believe there's 8. It's either 8 or 9, but I think it's 8. So, but yeah, I'm going to, I don't have the TV on right now. I can't take any noise. So I may just have it in quiet. We'll see. My head hurts. But I have the dishes to finish this morning, and I want to try and maybe put some plastic on around the door and those windows. I'll see. So, oh, Sydney was all over the place and knocking things down and jumping and bugging Jonah to no end. And then Jonah ended up on top of the refrigerator because he needed to get away from Sydney. And so when the outside door opened because Juliet was here, well, Jonah hightailed it out. So, and then this morning, he'll find anything on the floor. A leaf that's come in. You know, if a piece of, a nugget of Lilybell's food got out. You know, candy in the candy dish. Anything. He just goes to it. So if you're just joining us, thank you. There is the dedicated Facebook group, Stitching in the Interlake. So you can join us there. You must answer the question. And please put the question here and ask to join over there on Facebook. And so then I can approve of you. And I always check. So, doesn't matter who you are, I always check. My email address is stitchingintheinterlake, all one word, at gmail.com. I accept questions. If you've got something private you want to ask me, anything along that line, then please do. And also, please like, share, and comment. Share. Because that's the way my channel grows. You know, I recommend, you know, videos and YouTube channels to you guys as well. I'll either say it, I will post it down below if I can remember. Yeah. So, I usually watch Laura from Stitching with Laura and Natalia from Lovecraft Forever. So big shout out to them. Also to Sarah from The Bookish Knitter. She's a Canadian, as is Natalia. Natalia's Ukrainian, though. And she came to Canada, I don't know when. but her accent is still quite thick. And that may stay, you know. But my parents could have had their accent because they came from Germany. But I never noticed. I noticed other people who had German accents. But anyways, yeah, so the Bookish Knitter. There is Sabina Music and More. She's a German lady. And I watch her. She does diamond painting, cross stitch, other crafts, and that. So she's a nice one to watch. Yeah, so and then I usually put like hashtag books, and I gotta sneeze, so I might have to sneeze here. Just a minute. Just a minute. God bless me. Foghorn. So, yeah. But, and I've gone back to watching Stitching with the Housewives. I've done that a little bit. And Pam and Steph. I've watched them. Oh my gosh, my nose. Sorry. You know I can't pause. What there is what you get, I'm afraid. Oh, Sydney's got his toy there stuck over there in the corner. So, yeah, so I watched a little bit of them, and yeah, I come across a few other YouTubers. And I noticed that Stitching with the Housewives, what's her name's? I just had it. Anyways, I'll remember. That they've been doing these tier tray tidbits. And they were showcasing these 4-inch, because I don't know what they are in metric, but 4-inch squares. And they sell them, but their website does not, from Amazon, I can't get it in Canada. If someone else can, let me know. But anyway, I was thinking instead of those ones is to get, I know Dollarama and Dollar Tree had them, you know, round ones and square ones and rectangular and that kind of thing. I know I can order from Amazon, but I think from Dollar Tree has a lot more, but I only go to Dollar Tree maybe once, perhaps even twice in a year. So, and Juliet very rarely goes, because when she goes to Selkirk, there's only the Dollarama there. And Dollarama really sucks for crafts these days. They just don't have much at all. Not at all. I am so disappointed. And I know Dollar Tree has more. So, but yeah, you know, they would be perfect for some of the ones that I do. You know, but I'd like to get the 4-inch and the 6-inch. Now, I went looking, like I said, on Amazon, but they want way too much. Mind you, there was one site that had the circles and they had the squares. And I believe they were 100 pieces. I think it was either $12 or $16. I don't know. So I may order them next payday. Sydney. Okay, lay down. Lay down. Can you hear that? Oh, would you quit blowing those stinky bubbles? Those stinky bubbles there, mister. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that face. No, Sydney. Sydney. Like everything is a game to him, right? Everything is something to Sydney. Sydney. And then he tries to be affectionate to Sydney. It's just, oh gosh. And then this morning he would always see either his shadow or Jonah's shadow. So he'd go running after the shadow and trying to play with the shadow. He's funny. But this little monster here woke me up. He was jumping all over me there this morning. Sydney. Sydney. Troublemaker with a capital T. No, let go, Sydney. Yeah. So, but Sydney, no. So I've got everybody's mailing address. Thank you. Natasha and Charles's. Sydney. Oh, gosh, you stink, mister. Whoa. You stink. It's wicked. For such a little guy, boy, he stinks. Sydney. Goodness gracious. And he has kitten food. So I don't know what the... Sydney. Sydney. So, yeah, so, Charles and Natasha, I will be sending yours off tomorrow. I have to wait until tomorrow to... Sydney. Sydney. Gosh. You just get one end and then he goes for something else. And tomorrow I will be printing off the shipping labels and I can send them. So I will package them up this afternoon. And let go, mister. Go down there. Go down there. And hopefully it doesn't take too long. The ones to Saskatchewan are getting there within, like by the end of the week, like 3 or 4 days. But the one to BC will probably take longer. And of course, the one to the States will take even longer. So sometimes they get there in 2 weeks or a week and a half. So hopefully they do. I haven't heard from the second lady from last week, because I don't think she's gotten it. Oh gosh, I don't even know where she's from. Oh, so bad. Texas? Yeah, I think from Texas. I think so. But, yeah. So, and, oh, just let me finish up these couple of stitches here. And I will show you what is the offering for the very last DRAW. And don't be sad that if you don't win something, because I believe that something better is coming your way. And Galani had said the same thing, that I guess she's Italian or Sicilian or something. But anyways, that she believes that too. That, you know, I think it was her that said that God gives us 3 answers. Yes, but you need to wait for a while. I think I got these right. And yes, but not at this moment, because something better is coming along. And I happen to agree. So anyway, I have these 2. These are counted. This is Lady in the Rose Garden. Okay. And they come with the chart and, oops, sorry. Gosh, I'm so bad, sorry. Yeah, they come with the thread and the fabric, but you don't have to do it on the Aida cloth. You can do it on linen or whatever you want. And then there is Autumn Lady. And this too is on Aida, and it is accounted. And, of course, you can do it in these colors, or you can do it in whatever colors that you want. Right? And as you know, I did mine in the orange and russets, because those are colors here in Canada. So, yeah. And so you must use the word beads, beadwork, anything along that line. But it must include that word. Okay? And, so then, oh my gosh, come on. Is that the one here? Now I gotta look it up. What was it? 8. Yeah. Alrighty. And, use that in a sentence. Please, please, please remember to, put down where you are from, either Canada or the U.S., because I do 2 separate wheel spins. Okay, one for Canada, one for the U.S. And because if you don't say I can't put it in because I don't know in which wheel to put it in. You must be over 18. You must be a subscriber. You must use the word beads, beadwork, beading, anything along that line. Okay, in a coherent sentence. Okay. So, yeah. And, oh my gosh, I've got another one of those days. I've got another one of those days. And it is just, yep. I was debating whether or not to get dressed this morning. And I thought, no, I better get dressed, and because I want to take the garbage out and that. But, oh gosh, I'm just feeling it. I'm just feeling it. So, I don't know how my day is going to go. Alrighty, come on. Knots, knots, and more knots. And this doesn't happen that often, but when I'm tired, yeah, I push through it too fast. And I have been watching the inquest there from Ottawa, from when our illustrious Liberal Party leader, JT, the idiot, as far as I'm concerned, he's an idiot. I don't care for him. He's really, this country has gone way down in its standing across the world because of him and his idiotic, Emergencies Act and his treatment there of the truckers during the Freedom Rally in Ottawa in January and February. But also his stance on the vaccine, and also his, just everything about him. His pushing through on this carbon tax stuff, and, like, really, when you think about it, peeps, how much more can you take from the government, whatever government that you've got? How much more can you take that, we're all being taxed. We're all being taxed up the yin-yang. And, like, their thing right now is tripling of the carbon tax. So they're taxing the tax on the tax from the carbon. So they're tripling down on the carbon tax, or whatever it is. But yeah, and they keep sending weapons and money and resources over to Ukraine and wherever else to help, and that's just causing this war to prolong. I think if they were there to really help them, that this is the wrong way to do it. I'm not saying that either one of them are right or wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying that you can't throw good money after bad and expect a different result. It's like so many reporters and YouTubers have said, if they if the governments of the world would have stopped sending money to whatever side, this would have petered out, right? Because without the funds, then you can't buy things, you can't, whatever, right? And also, what's happening to the rest of the world is that we're paying for it, right? So if this isn't WW3, I would disagree wholeheartedly, because you brought the world into it by asking money, and it's like robbing Peter to pay Paul, right? So there, and the thing is that there's only so much that people can give. Like, we're giving away our resources, our money, our tax money, right? We're giving away all of that. And then if something happens here, something drastic, who's going to stand up for us? Now, like I said, I want to reiterate here. This is my opinion, okay? You may not like it, and that's fine, okay? That's absolutely fine. I'm just saying that we're being taxed. We're being taxed upon taxed upon taxed, and it's like we have somebody coming to us that they're cold in the winter, so that we give them a jacket, and then they say, well, we need more here because I've got this person and this person and this person. So you give them each a jacket, right? And they said, well, yeah, but it's more and more and more. So eventually you give them everything that you've got, and when you need it, there's nothing there for you. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. Alexa, what's the forecast?
Right now in Ericsdale, it's -3 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has partly sunny weather, with a high of 1 degree and a low of -5 degrees.
Not very warm today. I'd like to go for a walk, but because it's bright and sunny out there for a change. The last 3 days, 4 days have been just cloudy, cloudy, cloudy. So, look at that. Now he's nice and quiet. Such a little turd. He's worn himself out by all this running around. Poor Jonah. Poor Jonah. I couldn't believe it. I went into the kitchen there, and here he was up on top of the fridge looking down at Sydney. So, but I'm just going to do a few more stitches here. But I think this is going to look good with those beads. Well, if I get to doing it and it doesn't look good, I can... This is the color here. And this is color 721. So it is a pumpkin color, right? So that's what I'm using for these blue dots. So that could easily be here. But I'm going to see if I can do it there with that, with these orange and black beads around the outside. And then I'll see how many I've got, and either I will continue on with these ones inside, or it is that I will do black beads. Just straight black beads. But we'll see. We'll see. It's only after I get started on them. So, yeah. So Juliet brought my water over this morning because I needed it. It was on my last jug. So, yeah, because the water here is just bleh, bleh. There's a lot of lime in it. There's a lot of rust in the water. It's got like a filmy thing to it. And I'm on well water. Yeah. So, but, and I gotta hang out my suet holder. I gotta put that out today. If I can. I got all these plans, right? And will I be able to do it? I don't know. I don't think I'll get everything done, but okay, so there, see? I just got this pumpkin to do. And then I'm done with that color. And then I'm going to work on this dark green, that's 16, which is 3608. So I'll have that. And then I have this color. And then I just have to go back and do my fill-ins where I missed. And I think, yeah, see here, that's a fill-in. I'm thinking of making these here in beads too. I don't know what color I'll make those. But if I do these in black, I'll see if I've got any orange. But otherwise, because that color is 3824. So that's 18. There's that color. Looks like a peachy color. So we'll see. We'll see. I may just put them in beads too, but we'll see. And then comes the dreaded back stitching. Oh yes, I have to do around this one flying eyeball. So yeah, all right, everyone. So, oh, excuse me. Ugh. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Sydney and Lilybell. And Jonah, but he's outside. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would see that my sins would be forgiven. So, and I pray that for all of you as well. It's a prayer that I made up years ago. And I say that prayer every day, if not numerous times a day. Ugh, excuse me. So, All right, everyone, have a very blessed day, and we will see you tomorrow. Remember to enter the DRAW for next Sunday. It's the last one. Use the word bead, beads, beading, beadwork, anything along that line. Okay? So, yeah. So use that in a sentence. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day, and we will see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodaloodles, everybody.